Ryan's mate's just been to take dogs out. He was stood at passage talking to me 5 minutes. No mass. Even give me a kiss on cheek on way out. Hey, I love winding you up, don't I? Right, I thought, see, I make so much of videos moaning about the haters schmaters. I thought that I would do a bit of epoxy resin for you guys. Well, I will show you what I'm going to make. Just have to be really careful I don't get it all over my clothes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to rest that in there for now, just till it all pours in. And then I'm going to do exactly the same with this bottle because they're nearly empty. But I have actually got 3 more full bottles of each epoxy resin down here. And what I'm going to do with this resin, I'm going to have to get some more out because them measurements won't be the same when they've done. So, darlings, oh shit, shite rattle. Wasn't that one, was it? This one. Use the same resin, see. I'm not sure, therefore. But in here you get two of these, 2 of these, 2 pipettes. Very much good actually. We have instructions, a epoxy, and they're still draining out of them bottles. You waste no epoxy whatsoever. Never waste epoxy. It's very, very expensive. Very, very expensive, now. Right, I'm just going to give it a few... What I'm going to show you, what I'm going to make. Right. Remember when I made that triangle the other day? I'm going to make another one of them. But what I'm going to do is when I put so much epoxy in it, I'm going to push this little tree inside, right? And then I'm going to leave a little bit of stem above it. And then I'm going to do some in like green shimmer for grass. And then to finish that off, I'm going to do a brown shimmer for like it. So it's like a tree growing. It's like a tree what's been planted in grass, and it'll come out with that inside and different colours. So I'm very excited to make that. There's still draining in the bottles, so I'll just pop that there for now. Until they finish draining, I'll come back in a minute. Right, it's still draining, so stop there. Any more in here to drain out, so I will start on the next one. Careful, dogs. There's ventilation, there's gaps in all my windows, there's plenty of ventilation in the room. Got the kitchen window open. I don't wear a mask, but it's none of his bloody business whether I do or not anyway. Shit. I forgot which is I've just pulled out. I don't remember then. Always wear gloves when you are messing with epoxy because it is messy as. Right, I'm just going to put... Yeah, put the beet in first. So I'm just going to pour a bit more beet in here. till the sun change because I've got 2 things I'm going to make. And this, make sure it's level. You do have to have the exact amount of epoxy. If it's 1 ratio by 1 ratio, the mix won't work. And I put a little bit more in that than there is in that. Tiny bit. I'll do it. Then what I do is put the epoxy back in the box, out of the way, because I won't be needing it again tonight. Then, my darlings, you have got to, where's that little mixing thing I had yesterday? Got them all ready yesterday, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Yeah, here's my little... stirrer. There's my little shit stirrer. My flipping heck. There's some wooden stirrers somewhere. Where are they? Oh gosh, golly. Oh, flipping heck. One of these. And what you do now, guys, is pour 1 resin pot into the other. Shit, I hope my jug's big enough. Shit, I've filled it up to the top. I have to be careful when I'm stirring that. Got to make sure you get every bit of epoxy in, or the mix won't work. You scrape all the sides. Right, just for the fact that you can't see this, I'm going to end it here and I'm going to come back.